All right, everyone. So I am making supper on this Sunday night, and I'm making a new recipe. We've been finding some new recipes. I have no idea what video this is going to show up on, as my videos have kind of been all over the place lately. But I have two chicken breasts. One is much smaller than the other. Yeah, this is a rather large one. But what I'm going to do now is cut a slit in the middle of the chicken breast, and I have no idea what this is called, but we're just gonna go with it. Okay, so I have the chicken breast slit. A little bit went through, but that's okay. We're gonna cover that up. All right, so what I'm gonna do is sprinkle some salt and pepper on both of them. And we're also going to add paprika. This is not smoked, it's just regular paprika. We are not fans of the smoked paprika, but we can deal with the regular paprika. So we're going to drizzle some on there. All right. So now we're going to take some olive oil and drizzle it on the chicken. And then we're just going to rub all of the seasoning all in the chicken. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put this to the side and bring on a bowl, and we're going to make a mix to put in there. Okay, so now we're going to make our mixture. And our mixture, we are going to use, it calls for mozzarella cheese, but we don't have mozzarella cheese. We have this cheddar. But this cheddar actually has a lot of flavor, because when we did it on the other dish we made, the slow cooker hamburger potato casserole, it actually brought out a lot of flavor. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use some heavy cream. So I'm going to put about 3 ounces. This is an 8-ounce carton. So I'm just going to go 3 ounces. There. And we're going to throw in some cheese. And we're going to throw in 1 egg. And then we're going to mix that together. And the original recipe also calls to put some parsley in here, but we don't have any parsley, and we don't usually use parsley. So we're just going to go with this. You can put whatever greens you want in there. All right. All right, so now we're going to put this to the side, and we're going to bring on our baking dish. All right, so we got our baking dish here, and we're going to drizzle some olive oil in here. And I do have my oven preheated to 355 degrees. And I'm going to go ahead and take a brush and brush all this oil. And now we're going to place our chicken in here. This looks like it's just enough size for this big chicken. So I'm going to put them the long way here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take some ham and tuck it in the split, just like that. Probably need 2 pieces for this one. Okay, so we got our ham tucked in there. And now we're going to fill that with our mixture that we made. Okay, so now we're going to place this in the oven for 45 minutes, and then we're going to take it out, and then we're going to cover it with cheese and put it back in. All right, everyone, so it's been 45 minutes, and you can see the sauce has kind of slid out of the split there, but that's okay. But it looks nice and crispy here. So now what we're going to do is throw some cheese on it, then put it back in for 10 minutes. So I'm following this recipe exactly as it is. Normally I would think it would take longer to cook chicken breast, especially that big. But we'll see what it's like in 10 more minutes. So we're just going to throw some cheese on it. And throw it back in. And hopefully it's done in 10 minutes. All right, everyone, so the 10 minutes is up, and I actually cut the end piece off here, and it really does seem like it's done. So, and it tastes really good too. I can't wait to get to the middle of it. Now, this is a pretty big piece here. I'm going to see if Glenn just wants to split this big piece. And yeah, so I'll be back when we're plated. We are just having the Knorr rice side, the cheddar broccoli rice. We really like that. I thought that would go perfect with this, so I'm just waiting for that to be done. All right, everyone, so here is our supper for this Sunday night. I just went ahead and split that huge breast that we had there. So yeah, so half and half. And we have another one if we're still hungry. But yeah, can't wait to try the middle of this. And like I said, we got our Knorr rice side. And with the Knorr rice side, it calls for 1 3/4 cup of water and 1/4 cup of milk. I went ahead and did 1 1/2 cup of water and 1/2 cup of milk just to see if it gives it a creamier taste. So that's going to be our supper for this Sunday night. And again, I have no idea what video this is going to show up on. So, all right, everyone. So I'm going to start off this weekend of meals. It's already Saturday. I thought it was Friday. So anyway, tonight we're having, these are boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And I'm basically gonna crush up some cornflakes and dip the chicken in melted butter and then dip it in cornflakes. So that's gonna be the coating for it. So that's what I'm doing tonight. Okay, so I'm just using half of the cornflakes that were in that bag. I put them in another bag, so I'm just going to take my rolling pin and just crush them up. And you could crush them up, obviously, to how you want it in texture. If you want it to be like a fine powder or you want bigger chunks in it, that's up to you. So, and I'm sure you don't want to hear all this crunching. So I'll be back. Okay, so I've got my cornflakes pretty much crushed up to how I want them. I'm just going to add some salt, pepper, and onion powder in there. You can add whatever seasonings you want. All right, I just got to melt the butter. Oh, and we'll start coating them. Okay, so I have my assembly line here. Should be butter there, mix here, and then I'll put them in here. I did this one other time about 5 months ago, and it was at Christmas time, I believe. And they actually turned out really good. Those were with the skin on and the bone in. So all right, so I'm going to go ahead and do the rest. Okay, so they're all coated. There's 4 boneless, skinless chicken thighs here, and they are spread out this way. So there's 4. And I'm going to go ahead and put them in the oven, bake them uncovered, and then I'm going to cover them up for a little bit so the coating doesn't get too dark. All right, so hope this turns out good. All right, so here is our supper for this Saturday night. Cornflake coated chicken thighs that were boneless and skinless. And just a word of advice, spray the tin foil with non-stick spray. Yeah, they kind of got stuck to the tin foil on the bottom, so they kind of got tore up when they came up. So we got some white rice, and I'm using some soy sauce. Glenn is using some picante sauce on his white rice. So that is our supper for this Saturday night. All right, everyone. Welcome to Sunday morning. And we're having normal breakfast. Got some bacon here, shredded hash browns. Gonna put some ham steak on there for Glenn. I usually like the bacon better. And some eggs. And that's gonna be our breakfast on this Sunday morning. All right, everyone, so here is our breakfast for this Sunday morning. Just some eggs, bacon for me, and steak ham for Glenn, and some shredded hash browns. So stay tuned for the next meal. All right, everyone. So this is our nachos on this Sunday night, and that's going to conclude the weekend of meals. So this is Glenn's, obviously, because there's jalapenos and hot sauce, so that can't be mine. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch it. I appreciate all the support. And with that, remember to live life, be good to yourself, and be good to others. Until next time.